Hello everyone, my name is Daniel and I'm just a casual racer, and today I have a real treat for you here. This is the 2026 Madrid Street Course. Nukedrop and his team have spent the last 24 hours cranking this thing out right after the announcement was made. I know they had some trackside assets ready to go, but still, to get something like this done in such a short period of time is ridiculous, and hats off to them. And it's available entirely for free on Race Department right now. Download the, click on the link in the description to download the track. It's just crazy they got this done so quickly. I'm going to give you my second lap here. I'll walk you through the circuit, what I think. Really kind of a unique circuit here. You're going to notice here is we have this elevation change. It's a little bit different. We also have a custom part of the circuit. It's 5.5 kilometers long, and it is over a kind of a mixed street, and then this part right here is going to be purpose built. We don't know the exact banking. That will be updated once more information is released by Formula One, but it'll be updated by Nukedrop. And Nukedrop does this in his team, as a giving back to the community. He loves Formula One, and so he wants to develop things like this for everyone to enjoy right away. And so no need to support, free to download, but if you would like to support him, and he's done a lot of other cool track projects, check out his Patreon. I think it's well worth a little bit of money each month to support him as an artist and the work they do over there. Righty here, you'll notice the second half of the track, not quite as much of a unique. It's a lot of 90-degree corners, but still, I think overall the circuit could be quite raceable. I think it's projected to have a 1:32, 1:34 qualifying time, which, based on that, Tyrone has taken the time and his team to widen the circuit, make it a bit wider, and essentially have something that will carry more speed and allow for more passing opportunities. All right, here, let's walk through the track here. This first opening turn 1 and 2, is a chicane here. Pretty common on a lot of street tracks now. I think they do this for safety reasons to kind of spread the cars out single file. We then lead into a couple of sweeping right-handers, which I really appreciate and think are really great. You don't see that necessarily that often on street circuits, so really cool. This is a roundabout that Nukedrop is taking her liberty to turn into a faster left-hander under the bridge. And then you go up, great elevation section. This is another roundabout, which this time we're going to go around kind of the outside layout of it, obviously widen the reprofile for these cars. Now, obviously we're into the purpose-built section of the circuit. Banking, fast corner, which could be, one of the feature kind of standout corners on the track. So we'll see how that goes. And then now into a left-hander, and one of the more awkward corners on the circuit, in my opinion. Kind of goes over this rise. You can easily lose the car there. Be interesting to see, right? This is based on aerial height map data and things like that, so they've done the best they can, but obviously things can be reprofiled. There can be some, earth moving and stuff, so we'll see. Another right-hander go back under the bridge. Obviously, they're going to try to keep speeds low under these bridges, overpasses. You saw that at Miami, ended up being kind of an awkward chicane. Hopefully, that's not too much of the case here. We don't need more than one of those. One is fine. Give a corner that drivers maybe don't like, make them a challenge, but we don't need to start becoming regular currents, right? These 90-degree corners as we finish up the lap here, coming into the final corner. The chicanes, or the curbing, we're not 100% sure what that's going to look like either. And then we got grandstand on the left. This is currently a parking lot. And then on the right, that big glass building is going to be their paddock building. Obviously, probably for the wealthy ticket holders, as well as, the teams and things like that. There's actually just enough room in the pit building area to fit the pit garages and things like that. So I expect there'll be permanent structures based on what I've read and heard. So, yeah, this section of the track, hopefully they don't have to slow the cars down too much under that bridge section, because this section is quite cool, going up the hill, through around the outside of this roundabout, and then rocketing over into this section. This whole part, this first kind of sector into the beginning of the second sector, we'll see how they divide the track up, of course, is really well done, I think, and could provide some really entertaining racing, and perhaps also, provide that opportunity for people to like this track more than some of the other, there's so many street tracks right now, that people are getting tired of them, I think, especially when they start to threaten to replace, got a little touch there. especially when they start to threaten to replace classics like Spa and the like, you know? spun around, but we're going to keep pushing here. I'm going to have a more in-depth video tomorrow going over this circuit. Going to look at some of the trackside details, compare them to the real layout, talk about things that maybe I would suggest changing over the next 2 years, as obviously Madrid and Formula One developed this circuit. I don't know exactly who's going to be involved in designing it. I would assume Herman Tilke will be involved in some capacity, as he regularly is. Around these corners here, you can really could carry a lot more speed than I am through these. Quite wide if you really wanted to push towards the wall. Obviously, we'll see what the actual drivers can do around this circuit, but there we go. This is going to be really cool to see how this ends up working out. Hopefully this preview of the 2026 Madrid circuit is useful and you've enjoyed it. Check out my video tomorrow. I will be having a very in-depth look at this circuit, comparing it to the real-life surroundings and things like that. But most of all, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week.